I've got a $4 swimming pool tool. It is a ladle. I bought this thing at the big box store, and you could probably get it at a dollar store too. You can see there's some holes inside here. I actually put those in there with the drill. This thing started out as just your basic stainless steel ladle. I'm going to show you why you need this thing, or why I like it. I'm going to go ahead and use my drill. I'm going to put a few more holes in it, and then I'm going to show you why I need holes in it. It's very windy out here. I've got my cordless drill, and the drill bit I'm using is a 7/64. It doesn't really matter what size you use. I just wanted some really small holes in here. I'll explain better in a minute why you don't want the holes to be big. It seems a little easier to drill these holes if the spoon is on a piece of wood, a scrap piece of wood that you can drill into. This is an old piece of wood that I'm not really concerned about. I'm probably not going to use it. When I'm drilling my holes, I'm not really worried about any kind of specific pattern. I'm just trying to put a bunch of holes in there. Now you can go buy a different type of ladle. Maybe if you find one that already has holes in it, that's great. But the holes do not need to be very big. I saw some that had slots. I also saw another kind. I think it's really for like frying fish or something. It was more like a net. Well, the holes were too big. So when you're actually trying to use this to clean your skimmers out, a lot of the bugs or pieces of debris or whatever is in the skimmer, it's actually going to be going through those holes. We've really enjoyed this swimming pool, but it is a daily chore. I'm out here every single day checking skimmers. I have one here and I have one over on the other side. If you can see down in there, there are a lot of leaves. Now you could just stick your hand down in there, but a lot of times there's a lot of frogs, either alive or dead. We've had 2 snakes in our skimmers. There's all kind of spiders. A lot of times they're already dead, but still, I don't really want to stick my hand down in there. There's no telling what's moving around down there. So this spoon serves a couple different purposes. Okay, this is a ladle. Whatever. For one, you dip it down in here and you can hook your skimmer basket nice and easy. Pull it right on out of there. Now normally I don't do this when the pool is running, but also when I pull the basket out, sometimes you have a couple of stragglers in there. Okay, these are going to get sucked down. All right, let's hustle. I'll usually take this. Oh man, that's a lot of leaves. Well, I probably got some leaves sucked down through the pipe. Some days I get lucky and there's nothing in there. Maybe a little bug or two. Most days they are full. I might have 10 frogs in one. I might have a bunch of leaves like you just saw. I clean them every single day. You probably hear my pool pump running. It's over here. There's another skimmer basket right there. I normally clean that one about once a week. Usually anything that gets past this skimmer basket, or as you just saw, if I pull that one out and the pump is running, if leaves or bugs or something get sucked through there, they usually get caught up in this one. Or if they make it past that, I'm assuming it goes into your sand filter. So this one over here, I clean it about once a week. Let's go check this other skimmer. Completely full of leaves. I think I'm going to turn the filter off and then we'll do that one. Or the pump. The pump filter. I don't really know what people call it. Filter off. Right now our pool pump runs 12 hours a day. We have it set up to run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. The sun is very bright, so hopefully you can see down in here. What a mess. Right now I don't really see a lot of bugs in there, but I don't want to go sticking my hand in here. I mean, there could be a snake or something up in there. A big, we get a lot of wolf spiders around here. That's why I love this little thing here. Pull the basket right out. Look at these leaves. I sometimes, probably once a week, I'll actually spray this thing out and get every little bit of stuff out. I'm not going to do that right now. So you can probably see there's still a bunch of leaves. Piece of grass. That's another reason I like this thing. I don't want to be sticking my hand all in here, because you know, sometimes there'll be frogs or something that kind of hide out up under there. I'll usually dump them in here. Well, now you can see why I have holes in this. If I don't have holes in this ladle, when I try to pick stuff up, the leaf or the bug or whatever, it's just gonna flow right over the top and fall back in there. So I'm actually gonna end up putting a lot more holes in this so it drains faster. I started out the first time I got this like a couple weeks ago, I only had maybe 5 or 6 holes in there, and it just wasn't draining fast enough. So I would scoop up some leaves, I would scoop up some bugs. The water wasn't draining fast enough, and a lot of the stuff just kept pouring over the side of the ladle. We got lucky today, there were no frogs in here. Frogs is probably one of my biggest problems in the swimming pool. We get frogs almost every single day, and really some days I might have 10 frogs in one of these skimmers. Some of them dead, some of them alive, all different sizes and colors. So I'll usually fill up my skimmer basket and then dump it right back over. Got a lot of leaves in the pool. That water is beautiful though, very clear. It's October 5th. It's 85 degrees out here right now. It feels amazing. Yesterday it was like 96 degrees. Miserable. All through September here in Georgia we have been in the mid to high 90s. I love the summertime. I love hot weather. But by the time it gets to September, I am ready for some cold weather. Cooler weather. I don't really like the winter time, but I do love fall. I'm going to work on these leaves here in a little bit. Let's turn the pump back on. Filter on. Before I started using the ladle, I tried some other things. I pulled out a spoon out of the kitchen drawer. Miss B was not very happy about that because, for one, I broke it. Plus, after I started scooping dead bugs and frogs out of the pool, she really didn't want to use it in the kitchen again. Now you can see this one, it's got these big slots in it. Not good for the pool. I mean, every time you try to scoop up little dead bugs, beetles and ants and whatever, they would just fall right through these big slots. Also, you can see the ladle is nice curved, very easy to reach in there to pull out the skimmer basket or leaves, bugs, whatever. So up until I got this, I was sticking my hand down in there and pulling those baskets out. I don't like that. You never know what's in there. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.